Namaste, good morning everyone, welcome to class. The word for today is Dvesa. Dvesa in Sanskrit means aversion, and also it is interpreted as hate or dislike. But this word through the philosophy of yoga, it's understood as aversion coming from a past experience that has been negative or traumatic in our lives. Sometimes we even carry some of those from our karma or historically, and we are not even conscious of them, and they affect the present. So how do we think about this? We don't think about this like, like the knowledge that we don't put our hands into the stove because we're going to get burned. It's not that kind of past memory. It's a memory that it's really creating some kind of stop for us, or some kind of like pull into a place that it doesn't let us keep moving in the present moment. Examples. I don't know if you ever had this, but I had. Let's say you had a really uncomfortable and traumatic argument with someone in a specific coffee place. And then after that, because it was so traumatic and it was very hurtful, every time you pass in front of that coffee place, you are like, no, I'm not going into that place because it reminds me of this bad memory and I don't want to be there anymore. So this could be an example. Another example could be that when you were very little, as a kid, you got very scared of a dog coming and running towards you. And even you don't perhaps even remember that situation anymore. Every time you see a dog on the other side of the street or walking close by, you run away and you cross the other way, or you move away from that because you hate dogs. Okay, so how do we work with this? So the idea in the yoga practice is to go to the source of that situation, that trauma. So try to, whenever I am triggered by situations that I feel like it's recurring in my life and it's coming from the past, I go and I observe and I dig a little deeper. Where is this coming from? And then from there, I try to detach or discriminate that situation stayed in the past or was something that was traumatic in the past, and I can now work on, like I said, discriminating that part or separating the past from the present moment, so I can be in the present moment with the new opportunities, and maybe even create a new situation that is going to be much better. In my particular situation with that coffee example, once I went back, it happened to me, and once I went back there and I realized that was something that had to do with the past, a traumatic situation from the past, I realized that in the present moment, that coffee place, it's a great place, it has super good coffee that I love, and I'm able to be in the present moment and enjoy life and even get something new or something better than staying stuck in the past and refraining myself from being able to enjoy that. So that's the idea. So let's sit tall. Let your palms rest. Close your eyes if you haven't done so yet. And take a moment as you bring the inner gaze down towards the spiritual heart. Take a few deep breaths in and out, settling even more in your seat, relaxing the bones into earth. And even though we have a relatively short time together, perhaps as I shared about Dvesa, about aversion, perhaps something came to mind, or you recalled some situation that perhaps you feel it is affecting the present. And perhaps today you can lovingly observe and question and go a little deeper to understand if that is a situation that it's bringing perhaps a negative reaction or that it triggers you, and it's not letting you live the present moment as it is now. We say through the philosophical concepts that this aversion is faced with courage. And through our physical practice, we'll try to bring that courage, that passion, that fire to be able to let go of the past, discriminate past from present, and be as present as we can with our breath, our practice, our intention. Let's bring our palms together, thumbs resting in front of the heart center. And then we'll open with the Om sound, inhaling deeply through the nose, big exhale, then breathing in again. Then we connect the head to the hands and the heart, the three together, releasing the palms slowly, lifting the head and opening the eyes. Welcome again. Okay, we are going to stay seated for a moment. So if you want, you can change the cross of your legs or keep the padding underneath your legs or add pillows if you need them. Very gently and simply, we're going to put the right forearm down onto your side, and the opposite arm, we are going to turn it up so it's externally rotated. Inhale here. And with the exhale, we come with that left arm over to the right, send the shoulders back, spin the chest up to the ceiling, and see if you can press your left sitting bone a little heavier into the floor. One more inhalation, and exhale. Good. Inhaling, we come up. Exhaling, we switch sides. And here now I'm going to extend that right arm over the head towards the left side, shoulders back, belly up towards the skies, and you just press that right sitting bone a little deeper. Good, let's go one more time. Inhaling, we go towards the right. Exhale, stay there, pushing through the right forearm to lift the side and feel that stretch on the left. And then we return, other side. Bring the intention into your practice. Listen to the sensations, and then we come up and we sit. Good, from here we are going to extend your right forearm, and with your left hand you're going to hold the forearm, okay? And I'm keeping my palm facing up, the right palm facing up, and I'm just going to do some movements, wiggling the wrist from side to side. So I'm doing like circles to the side, up and back and down, and I'm keeping my forearm without moving, and I'm also keeping my palm open, okay? So it's not a movement of the forearm, it's just the palm, so we activate and we awaken the wrists. Good, after you did a few, change the direction. And then you're going to keep the same thing, but you're going to make a fist. And we do the same thing. With the fist, you go up and down. You may hear some sounds, some clicking. Don't worry, this is really good to create more mobility and strength in your wrists. And you'll do that also the other way. Okay? Beautiful. Then you release, shake it a little, and we go the other way. So now with my right hand, I'm holding the left forearm so it's steady and it's not moving. My palm is facing up, and I'm going to let the palm just facing up, move different ways. So the mobility here is in the wrist, okay? I'm going one way, a few times to the side, down, in, up, and then reversing. My elbow is not moving. and my forearm stays facing up at all times. Then I'm going to make a fist with that same hand, and same thing. I'm going one way and then the other. Good, and then release it and shake it. Place the fingers in front of you, press the palms away, take an inhalation here, and with the exhale, push with your palms and let the upper back round, bringing the shoulder blades away from each other. And then with the next inhalation, we extend the arms up overhead. Now the sides of the trunk are lifted, and I'm pressing through the base of the palms, the index fingers all the way up. If you can, you send the arms a little further back. And then exhale and release. Beautiful. From here, we are going to come into the hands and knees position, the tabletop. And we are going to take a few pelvic circles. So I'm keeping my hips over the knees to start, and the shoulders over the wrist. And then from there, I'm going to start letting my navel draw circles on my mat. One way, and then the other way. Good. A few like this. Start getting a little deeper into your breath, breathing through the nose. Good, then I'm going to come back towards neutral, and I'm going to turn my palms to face up. So again, we are creating more mobility for the wrist. You don't need to go super far because this may be already something intense. So just try to stretch your fingers and press the backs of your palms into the mat. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. And then slowly return with the palms, the regular tabletop. Good, from here, we are going to inhale, slowly taking the cow shape, opening the spine, lifting the chin gently. Exhaling, belly moves in, tailbone down, chin to the chest. Again, inhale. And exhale. Two more, going with your breath, mobilizing shoulder blades down the back. And also creating more activity through the core. One more. Good, we come back towards the neutral, and we're going to start with the left leg, so you can see on this side. I'm going to slide that left knee all the way up towards my chest, and then slowly keeping my core working, I'm going to slide the leg all the way back. It's slow and steady, so we firm the core in. Hips in, belly in, slowly sliding that knee up to the nose. And then exhaling, extending. Three more. Knee towards the chest, slowly bring it everything in. And back. Bringing slowly, like if you're sliding that shin on your mat. And out. One last one. And then we release that left knee. Beautiful. We go with the second side 5 times. We are starting moving the knee into the chest. So inhale where you are. Exhale, slide that knee all the way up to the chest. Inhale, send it back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhaling slowly. Exhale. Last one. Keep that core really active. And we come back. Beautiful. We are back to the tabletop. Now I'm going to tap my toes. Watch this if you want for a moment. I'm going to lift my knees, and then I'm just hovering into the mat, and then I'm going to slowly swing and come back, and swing and come back. Okay, let's go. Swing to one side, come back, swing, come back. Again, knees stay hovering the mat and back. I'm using my core again. Good, I'm hugging my hips in, ribs down. And one. Good, I'm going to add a little bit more. Now I'm going to my right and I'm lifting my right knee back. To the left, lifting left knee and back. Rolling over to the right, lifting my right knee and back. Rolling and back. A little more. Rolling. Now I'm going to try and tap left hand to right knee and back. Rolling, right hand to left knee and back. Again, rolling. Opposite hand to knee and back. Rolling and back. Last one. Now we're going to try and extend the leg and back. Extend and back. Two more. Extend and back. Extend. Yeah, you made it. Let's go up, downward facing dog. Widen the feet. Press through the arms into the mat. You can dial your hands a little bit out away from each other. Push through the knuckles of the forefingers. Pedal your feet a few times. Relax the head and the neck. Bring your front ribs in. Take a few breaths here. Good. If you're still pedaling your feet, find a moment when you start creating more stillness, sending the inner heels down and back towards the back of the mat, softening the neck, keeping the upper back broad, moving the lower ribs into the body. Good. And then slowly bring your knees down. Widen your knees. We'll come into the child's pose. Release the forehead. And take 3 breaths here. We'll settle with the breath. A few cycles. Good. Beautiful. From here, slowly we come towards the tabletop. Once again, tuck your toes. Let's lift up into downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg goes up and back. Right foot comes forward, left knee goes down. Inhaling, firming the hips in, opening through the chest. Exhale, release. Again, we're going to send arms up. Inhaling. This time with the exhale, we send the arms back and down. And we'll put the right arm on top of the left, eagle arms. Just that, we stay here, elbows lifting a little, firm the hips in, belly in, and from here, sacrum down, just breathe in, exhale. With courage, we face into the present moment. One more, exhale, release, inhaling, arms up. Exhaling to downward facing dog. Inhaling, come towards plank, belly up. Exhale to downward facing dog. 2 more. Inhaling to plank. Exhaling to down dog. Last one. Good. Second side, inhaling, left leg up and back. Left foot comes forward, right knee comes down. Slowly coming up, inhaling, arms up overhead, firm the hips, belly in and up, sacrum long. Exhale, release. One more, we go all the way, inhaling, arms up. Then they go all the way back and down, and the left arm comes on top of the right one. We do the eagle arms, lift the elbows, belly in, firm the hips. 2 breaths here. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhaling, plank pose. Exhale, back to down dog. 2 more. Inhaling. Exhale. 1 more. Good. Bend your knees, gaze forward, take a giant step to the top of your mat, then another, and from there, fold the torso over the legs, lift the lower belly, relax the head. If you need blocks, put them in front of you, or you can also hold your shins or opposite elbows and stay here for a moment. You can shift if you want your hips from side to side, or swing the torso towards the right and the left. 2 breaths here. Good, and then release the arms. Keep the lower belly moving into your body, and very slowly dissecting, let's say, our back, we are going to lift 1 vertebra at a time. So your head should be the very last thing. Use your core, lower belly in, slowly, lumbars, mid, torso, then the thoracics, then the neck, all the way to the head until we are in the standing posture. Beautiful. From here, let's go inhaling, arms up overhead. Exhaling, folding, Uttanasana. Inhaling, halfway, hands to shins, lift the chest. Exhale, hands down, walk back, downward facing dog. From dog, we inhale into plank pose. Use your knees if you need to come all the way down. We'll take 1 cobra, extending the legs, sacrum in, roll the shoulders, inhale, lift. Stay for the exhale, opening the chest. 1 more breath. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes, back up, downward facing dog. Deep breath. Good. From here, inhale your right leg up and back. Right foot comes forward, turn the back foot down. Once the legs are steady, the right leg is in front, we come up, warrior 2. Drop through your right sitting bone. Firm the front or the inner right thigh into the back of the room for you. So that thigh is hanging back into your bones. And then squeeze the sitting bones towards each other and towards the front of the room. Good. From here, we are going to turn the right palm up. Inhale, lengthen towards the right. Exhale, reverse the warrior. Big, deep inhalation here, long. Exhale. 1 more. Good, then slowly returning, warrior 2. We're going to straighten the front leg for triangle, and I'm going to keep that left arm extended, moving towards the left at all times. So I'm going to lengthen the torso towards the right, but the left arm is not going to go up. I'm going to keep that length, pulling towards the left side of the room, and then bringing that right hand down. So that action is making me stretch and open that left side. So I keep pulling there, roll the shoulders back, lengthen, lengthen, then lengthen both sides, bring your ribs in, keep squeezing the sitting bones into each other, and then from there we'll send the left arm up towards the ceiling. Triangle pose. 1 more breath. Good. Inhaling, we come up. Exhale, both arms parallel to the floor. Take the right foot in before we switch or we finish the sequence. From here, we are going to inhale, arms up overhead. Stay with the arms overhead and bring your feet just a touch closer to each other, just a little narrower. Good. From here, we lengthen and we fold. over the legs. And if you can, with your hands, you're going to go and catch your shins or your ankles, or if not, you just go next to your feet. Lengthen the trunk, release the torso and the neck, lift the lower belly, take 2 breaths. Good, then you're going to put your hands in front of you and you're going to bend your left knee, letting the hips come towards that side and lengthening the sternum forward. Then slowly we lift and we switch to the opposite side, bending the right knee, lengthen the sternum, exhale, come back and we switch, lifting, bend the left knee, inhale, lengthen the trunk, exhale, come back, lift, bend the right knee, inhale, lengthen the sides, exhale, back up. One more time, bending the left knee, inhale, lengthen, exhale, re-extend, bend the right knee, lengthen the spine, belly up, exhale. Good, let's turn all the way to the right side of your mat, back to downward facing dog. Inhaling plank, exhale, lower. Inhaling to cobra, exhale, release. Tuck your toes, push up, downward facing dog. Good, big breath in, big breath out. Second side, inhaling the left leg up and back. Left foot comes forward, turning the back foot down. Firm the feet, tone the inner legs. We come up, warrior 2. Good, settle the shape. Inner left thigh, hugging the bones, squeezing the sitting bones towards the front of your body. Turn the left palm up. Inhale, lengthen towards the left. Exhale, go up and back. Firm through the feet, lift through the inner thighs. Slowly coming back, straighten the front leg, bring the back foot in a little bit, press through both feet. Now the right arm is going to stay going towards the right. As I lift my trunk, roll the shoulder blades down, and lengthen, 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 lengthen all the way to the triangle. I'm keeping my right arm going to the right for a moment so I can lengthen both sides, shoulders back, and then right arm goes up. Good, breathe into the chest, let it expand. One more breath. Good, then slowly lifting up, re-bend the front knee, which is the left this time. Stay there for a moment. Good, re-straighten the front leg, turn the left foot in. This time we're going to place the fingers behind the lower back, roll the shoulders, extend through the arms. Good, if you need a belt instead, you can grab the belt. If not, if you're okay here, try to send the arms a little further away from your lower back, lifting through the sternum. Exhaling, we fold again. Send the shoulders away from the earlobes. Send the arms up towards the ceiling. Press firmly through the outer edges of your feet, lifting the inner arches. One more breath. Then slowly release the arms down. Walk yourself towards the left foot, back to downward facing dog. Inhaling plank, exhaling lower, inhaling through the cobra pose, exhale, release. Good, and let's go from here into child's pose and rest. Good, we reset, taking a few moments, returning to the breath. Perhaps coming back to remember what is it that triggers you. What are the buttons that are pushed? Maybe that connect into a past trauma. And the more we can deprogram that situation with compassion, we learn to untangle the past from the present and move with more freedom, make better decisions, have better experiences, and not let fear of past behavior drive the present moment or influence it in a negative way. Good. From there, we go back into downward facing dog. Inhaling, right leg goes up and back. Right foot comes forward. We are going to turn the back foot in and down, bending the front knee. I'm going to open that right foot to the right a little bit so I have a wider stand. And then I'm coming up to the warrior one. Now firm the hips in, lift through the sides of your trunk, press into that back foot, lift the lower belly, and tone the inseam of your left leg. Hug those muscles into the bones. Good. Inhale, lengthen through the arms. Exhale, bring the arms back like we did before, and in front, right arm over the left. Again, we take the eagle arms. Lifting through the elbows, lifting through the belly, dropping through the right sitting bone, hugging the right hip in, lift the elbows a little further. Good, we come back. We're going to keep the arms as they are. We're going for the challenge. From here, bring the back foot forward and see if we can take those hips very firm into the warrior three. A lot of determination, a lot of passion, lifting through the abdomen, strengthening through the legs, lifting the spine. One more breath. And then slowly returning to the warrior one. Inhaling, we lift. Exhaling, we release the arms. Inhaling, arms overhead. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Option here to take your transitional vinyasa with the plank, maybe chaturanga, and pushing back up, and then down dog, or the whole trip like your usual. Let it go through a big sigh. Make space in the upper back. Let's take the second side. Inhaling the left leg up when you're ready. Exhale, left foot forward. Back heel comes in and down. And I'm going to move my left foot a little wider towards the left side of my mat for better stance. And then I'm coming back up, warrior one. Good. Push through that back foot, lift through the back thigh. Take a deep breath. Send the left hip into your body, lifting through the lower abdomen. Inhale, lengthen through the sides. Exhale, arms back. Left arm on top of the right one, eagle arms. If this is too much, you just keep one elbow over the other, okay? And then from here, we lift the elbows up. Drop that left sitting bone, toning the legs. Lengthen the sides, lift a little higher. Good, slowly returning. We'll bring that back leg a little closer. And from there, we take the warrior three. Again, passion, determination, strength, hope, faith. Slowly return to the warrior one. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Transition here through the vinyasa. Finding your down dog when you're ready. Good, then slowly bring the knees down and sit back for a moment on your heels. Good. Take a few breaths. Good. Now I'm going to take a shape that it may be a little bit challenging for some of you. So I'm going to show, and if you need to modify, you'll modify. We are going to bring both legs in front first. And what I'm going to do with my right knee is that I'm going to bend that knee and I'm going to send that shin back. This can be uncomfortable or perhaps not appropriate for you today. So if this one doesn't work, even with a prop or anything else, you take the tree pose instead and you sit in the tree pose. And again, you add any of the supports that you have at home that may be helpful, okay? Good. So first from here, I'm going to sit tall, lifting through the spine, sending the shoulders back, lifting through the crown of the head. Deep breath in and out. Good. Then here, maybe a belt can be beneficial or useful if you need to catch your left foot. If the right arm is able to extend and go all the way towards that left foot, you can go and grab the foot. My left hand, I'm using it as a helper, so I have it on the side. I'm lengthening through the spine, drawing the belly in, and then folding over the leg. Trying to spin belly and chest from right to left a little. Inner gaze towards your spiritual heart. Giving yourself a pause, an opportunity to move in again if you lost yourself in thought. Then we slowly return to the sitting position. If your leg was like mine, keeping the knee folded, you're going to bring that leg back towards the front, in front of you, and cross that heel over to the left, okay? Now we sit tall and we'll add a twist. Right hand goes behind, inhaling the left arm up. Exhale, hold that right leg into your body. And try and lengthen that right sitting bone and hip down towards the floor. Rolling the shoulders back, lift through the spine. Option here to bring the chin towards the right. Notice how that feels in your neck, or chin to the left. One more breath here. Then slowly returning with the torso, bringing the right leg back to the right, extend it and shake it a little. Good, we are going to switch sides. I'm going to stay in the same side so you can see the other way, okay? So now I'm bending my left knee, option to make it into the tree pose, just dropping the knee to the side or bending the knee, sending the shin towards the back, sitting tall, using the belt as a support if you need it. My right hand now will be my helper. Inhaling, left arm up. I'm also lifting from the bottom of the pelvic floor, shoulder blades down, and then I'm trying to reach with my left hand, perhaps the outer side of the right foot, or if not, just inside, wherever it goes. Lengthen again through the spine, a tiny bit of a twist there towards the right, and then folding over the leg. Try to not drive the posture with your neck or your head. Let the abdomen lift and lengthen through the front over that right leg. Good. Then slowly inhaling, lengthening again through the spine, coming back up, and gently either bringing the knee back towards the midline or holding the whole leg to bring the knee in like I just did, crossing that left foot over to the right. We sit tall. We are going to try and keep the left hip and the left sitting bone grounded at all times. Left hand behind for support. Inhaling, right arm up. Lengthen and then hold that left leg, bring it into the body. Lifting through the abdomen, twisting to the left. Pushing, if you can, through the right heel to open up the back of that leg, and then you bring the chin either to the left or the right. One last breath. Lengthen that left hip down. And then we slowly return. Left leg coming to the left, shaking them both a little bit. Good. From here, we are going to sit again tall, bending the knees, roll the shoulders back. And if you want, you can start with your hands on to the sides for support to bring the shins parallel to the floor. Now we are going to try and lift through the back of the spine up and send the sternum up towards the ceiling. You can keep your hands as a support all the time or bring the arms parallel to the floor. Press through the inner heels, inner thighs together, lift the chest. Good. Option here to bring the knees a little closer, grab your big toes, and then extend and lift. I'm sending my inner thighs into each other, lifting the lower back in, and pressing through my heels, trying to send my shoulders back and down. One more breath. Then slowly bend the knees. Cross one shin in front of the other. Sit tall. Good. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, folding over the legs. Good. Then slowly walk your hands back. Sitting tall. Good. Extend the legs. Shake them a little. Good. And now we'll take a different shape. I'm going to mirror you guys. So we're going to bring the left shin in front. Right leg. I'm bending the knee and I'm sending it back. And I'm going to try for this one in particular to send that knee further back as much as I can. So it's almost like if I'm doing my left shin and my right thigh parallel to each other, okay? It's a little bit of mobility here for the hips and upper back. So it's a really good exercise to create more space and more strength in all our joints. Lifting through the sides, I'm going to bring my hands, lace fingers behind the head. Try and sit tall. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, twist to your right. Inhale back to center. Twist to the left. Inhale. I meant the left first. Center and right. Again, center. Exhale, left. Center. Exhale, right. Center to the left. Stay there, release the hands and frame the front leg. Keep lifting there, and then slowly you'll fold over that front leg and release the trunk. Let the forehead go, let the arms release. One more steady cycle, breathing in and out. And then slowly pressing back up, coming back towards the center. Good. Let's switch. Now the right shin comes in front, The left thigh is parallel behind, so I'm sending that leg a little further back, sitting as tall as you can. If you need balancing with support or a prop underneath, please put it there. Good, we sit tall. Inhale, arms up overhead, lacing the fingers, press the palms behind the skull, keep the skull pressing into the palms. We lift as high as we can through the sides of the trunk, okay? Inhaling here, we'll go to the right first. Inhale, exhale to your left. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Again, inhale, exhale. Inhale, last one. Back to center. We go again towards the right, and then from there we'll bring the hands down, twisting a little more as far as you can go, and from there we drop the torso and we release. Notice the tendency of the mind to move into thoughts, and see if you can unhook from that, return to the present, return to the breath, being in the now. Slowly pressing into the hands to return. Bring the left leg in front, shake them both a little. Good, and now we're going to come onto our backs. If you have a block close by, keep it with you. Coming onto the back, we are going to press both feet. My feet are a little wider than my sitting bones. Walk the shoulders away from your ears. And if you want the option of using your block instead of going up without any support, you're going to use your block, perhaps flat or medium, underneath the sacrum to create a lift and squeeze the shoulder blades or tuck them in behind the heart, okay? If you want a little bit more fire here, keeping the palms down, and again, squeezing those shoulder blades in, pressing to the mat, lifting glutes, hamstrings, and going with the hands perhaps a little closer to the heels or lacing the fingers. We go a little further up. We really bring that sacrum into the body, toning the hamstrings, taking a few breaths. One more, wherever you are, whichever version you took. Then slowly releasing. If you don't have the block, slowly bringing one vertebra at a time down to your mat. If not, you just take that block to the side and come down. Take a moment here. Good. Bring the soles of the feet together. The knees go wide to the sides. Right hand to your belly, left hand to the heart center. And we slowly soften, ground, and melt into the mat. Inviting the skin in your face to relax. Jawline heavy, tongue rested. Bring again your inner gaze down, in. Feel your breath moving in your body. Follow it so you stay present with the stream, with the flow, with fluidity. And then slowly bringing with your hands the knees towards each other. We'll hug both knees in and rock from side to side. Good. Then we'll send both knees to the right, arms out to the sides, cactus shape, or extending if you have the space. You can even use your right hand on top of the left knee if you want, or you stay as you are, relaxing the shoulders, chin to the left, or you can keep the head to the center if today the neck feels tense. Stay there, we take a few breaths here. One more long, steady breathing cycle, deepening your connection with yourself. And then slowly bringing the knees back to the center. Maybe you need to shift your hips or reset yourself on your mat so you can bring both legs, bend knees to the left, opening the arms to the sides or cactus shape, chin to the right, or perhaps staying at the center, letting go. One more full inhalation, deep exhale. Then returning with both knees into the chest. Hug them in, rock from side to side a few times. Good. Then we'll take the legs up the wall. If you have a wall and you want to use it, you can bring yourself to the wall and send the legs up by bringing one side of one hip to the wall and then walking the legs up. If you have a block or anything similar to a block and you want to just do it on your mat, then you choose the height underneath the sacrum to put the support. Again, we walk the shoulders away from the neck. And slowly, when you're ready, walk your knees into the chest, and then one leg at a time, you send the legs up. It's important that that block is not in your lower back, but all the way at the end of your tail, okay? And then if you can, you again walk those shoulders back towards your block, relax the back of your skull, extending through the inner legs. Melting the skin in the face, relaxing the eyes. Let those eyeballs drop down into the back of your head. Two more. Deep, relaxed, long breathing cycles. Then gently bend the knees, bring the feet down, feel the steadiness of your base first, lift through the pelvis to take the block out to the side, extend the legs out, shake them a little, take an inhalation, sending the arms overhead. Before we end, with your left hand, grab your right wrist or forearm, pull there a little, and if you want, you can pull a little bit more towards the left to feel an extra stretch in that right side. It's not super intense, it's just a little extra, and then we come back to center, switch sides, pull that left arm up and over to the right. Then returning to center, release the arms to the sides, and we'll set ourselves into the Shavasana posture. If you prefer to add support like a blanket, pillows, anything that you need, maybe something to cover your eyes, please do so. And you take as much time as you can and you have to end this practice. I'll let you know when we are done for the ones practicing with me live. And if you are at home, then you will stay as much as possible before ending.